Good morning. My name is Jason. SEMA 2023, day 3. We're here bright and early before it gets all hectic. We're gonna go try to find some rad Baja Designs equipped vehicles. But we're here at the booth and I figured we should start here with this new light that Baja Designs has released. This is the DOT LP6. So this is a 7-inch headlight replacement. So Jeep, Bronco, FJ Cruiser, whatever you would put a 7-inch headlight replacement, this is your boy right here. Super clean, black bezel, looks awesome. So it is really cool to see Baja Designs being so committed to bringing high performance off-road lighting into a vehicle specific on-road DOT application. And this is a Lincoln Continental. Look at this thing. 4 LP6s as headlights. As you can see, it's got the red backlighting, but for those of you that are into the know, RTL M's as corner markers. Pretty insane. Pretty insane.
It's a really good detail. You don't even know, like, no one knows that it's right there.
Yeah, literally, like, you would never be able to tell. It's kind of like, I've seen a lot of guys that are like blacking out their bezels and just ruining the performance of their lights. It's kind of like that, but this didn't happen there. It's just so well integrated and it's such a low key flex. I love it.
It's a if you know, you know situation.
100%. This thing supposedly is supposed to be making like 1,000 horsepower, which is insane. I completely believe it. I just love to see when people take a lot of the time and put in all the details, but also this thing's definitely going to perform. I can't wait to see it done. The more and more you look at this thing, it gets crazier. This thing has bead locks. Like I said, this thing should be pushing 1,000 horsepower or something around there. Dude, these are the cleanest, like, dished out bead locks I've ever seen in my life. Like, full rubber band, but that is like a crawler. That's bigger than the crawler bead locks on my rock. So obviously this guy knows what's up, as you can see. So he's got a sPOD touch panel integrated in the dash, very clean. Just not overdone, very understated. Looks like it was made to be there. Let's go over to the sPOD booth and show you what we got going over there. Cool. Now you must be living under a rock if you haven't seen this truck. This is Vivian. Cut to a clip of it, just like one of the million clips of it just being chill. This thing is insane. I love it. One of my favorite trucks ever by one of my favorite fabricators ever. And I don't personally know the owner, Eric, but he seems like a really cool dude. This thing is insane. It's got the DOT LP6s in the headlights, which is awesome. And then behind this freaking push bar, really unique.
It really is.
You got 5 LP9s. So, and like a lot of people, if they're not familiar with these lights, you don't even really notice them. And the way that this is done and the tasteful setup is, it's got S1s out here, just right into this factory portion of the grill. And then you got S8, S1 in the middle, S8. So it's just like really well done where there's not a bunch of stuff hanging off. Yes, he's got some LP9s on the front, but the way that it's been integrated into the grill, I love those little.
It's a good look.
It's just a good look. Like this, keeping the silhouette of this, you know, very OBS, old body style, vintage Ford truck. It's just, it's just my favorite.
No, 73.
It's my favorite. He has the billet raw sPOD bezel, so 16 switch.
Dual Bantams.
Dual Bantams. Two brains to control it all on one panel, which is awesome. I love that he went with just a raw look. Very clean, very clean. But this is the stuff that is just like small details, that extra 10% where, yeah, he could have literally just tabbed it in there or just flush mounted it directly back here and just called it a day. But Morgan Clark is an insane, just madman.
He's an artist.
Dude, it's unreal. Like this kind of stuff is just, I love it.
Like you have an S2 that's flush mounted.
Yep.
And it goes up into an X to hold a fuel thing, because this could have easily just been like right there or
just literally like right in the back of a panel. Like to basically like make this whole press broke bracket, TIG weld the whole thing just to support just all the design language. Like that's the thing that like drew me into Morgan's stuff, is he just like is an artist. Like he is an artist. This is luxury fabrication and like design work. It's not just like stuff that I do. Just like, let's get it done, brothers. We're breezing over stuff really quick, so we figured, for those that you don't know, this is what the sPOD is, and this is like what would be powering all the lights. So it's really simple. It's a really clean way to integrate a bunch of different accessories, not just limited to lights. So if you have air compressors, anything like that, anything that uses 12-volt power, this is how you do it. Really simple. You have one Ethernet cable that's going to your control panel, and this is a touch panel, and then, or a touch screen, and then you have a touch panel here. This is the Mini 6. So just smaller version, 6 circuit. Whatever screen you have, you just have one thing going into your cab, and then this guy can sit wherever you mount it. Engine bay is most common, that's where I have it in my truck. And then you just, once you have that all wired up, hooked up to your battery, you hook up your accessories there, and you're good to go. Really easy to change and integrate new accessories. So once, if you know, hey, I'm gonna be adding more stuff, you can get this, and if you only have like one light bar on your truck, or one set of pods, no big deal. You have just the ease of, once this is all installed in the truck, when you want to add an accessory, you just plug it in, select your switch, and on a touch screen you can customize it. So specific to whatever brand light you have, preferably Baja Designs. Let's say you have some Squadrons, you can literally put in there like squad bumper. You know, if you have an SA bar, SA bar. I'm really into the weeds, but there's, you know, like factory input control. So on my Scout, I have it triggered to my door triggers. So when I open my door, all my rock lights come on. And that's a really cool feature where you could turn any of those things and control lights. You could use like, you can get really into the weeds and like use your volume knob on your steering wheel, getting crazy CAN bus stuff, and actually turn that into a trigger switch too. We haven't got our coffee yet, so we're gonna go get some coffee and then see if we can knock it out, show you some cool rigs that have Baja Designs or sPOD.
Okay.
Dude, this thing is, it's so crazy looking. It looks just so fast and mean, slick, one-off build, but as you can see, big boy trophy truck spec. Not a racer though.
Not a racer.
Not a racer. It is arc bar though.
You know, it is just a pre-runner. He's not racing with
That's true. You know what? See? I stand corrected.
So it's just a pre-runner, but he's got a full light package up front. Like, he has a 30-inch Onyx up front, and honestly,
that's
for what
enough.
they're doing,
That's
it's
more
enough.
than enough.
I mean, he actually included factory lights.
For sure.
It's crazy.
Also, look, check this out. So I'm gonna open this door. Factory door seals.
Wait, but it's a fully tube chassis truck.
Whoa.
There's no
Yeah, you're not stepping over any tubes, and your doors, your cab seals up. I mean, you could spend hours looking at all the details of this truck, but little touches like that where it's like, hey, I want to be comfortable. I want it to look clean. Obviously, you got some cage exposed, but just so much time and effort has gone into doing this interior and integrating that kind of factory truck feel.
Yeah, you're insane. Oh, he's doing it.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Dude. And like just the 10% extra on like doing door seals and not having it rattle and like just all the dash work and everything. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like this is beautiful. We need this. Me and you need this.
Yeah, we do need it.
For Soggy Lake, you know? We just flat. If we're gonna head over to the Lexus, I mean, J-Matt, you've seen this. If this is your zone, this is your vibe, there's just so much to unpack here that we're not even gonna try. Lots of amber.
Very cool, dude.
Made it over the Lexus booth, and this is the owner-built section. So we got our boy Chase from 2-Track Nation. So let's get into it. LP9s, 3 up front, and he's got some S2 Pros tucked in the side, wide cornering. And then if you look, you just start looking, he's got some S2 Pros retrofitted into the corner as corner markers. Definitely not legal, but you know what? Who knows where this guy is a savage, so who knows what he cares about in life. These are actually crazy IR lights. So this is a Squadron IR, and then this is the collab with 2-Track.
Yeah, that one's
So this
pretty
is
awesome.
a crazy like dip. Is it Cerakote?
Cerakote.
Cerakote dip thing,
Camouflage light.
camouflage, super sick, very unique.
And then he's got a full like
IR mix bar. So every other light is an IR.
Yeah, he's got like 2 sPOD Bantams in here.
Yeah.
A crazy diesel heater. House. This thing weighs 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, no, it is crazy, and he literally drives it like it's a light stock Tacoma. Like he's just, yeah, dude, he's a wild man. Love the dude, nicest dude ever.
And it's so cool that he's in the Lexus.
Yeah, it is very cool that Lexus brings, you know, select owners out that have built their trucks, and they see the value and the enthusiasts, and they're supporting it, which big ups to them for doing that. Yeah, this thing's crazy. Oh, he's got an RTL back here too.
RTL, Squadron Sports, dude, is literally everywhere. You get S1 on the side, like all the work scene lights, and then he also has Squadron IRs on the side as well.
Yeah, see, like, good example right here. Squadron Sport. Squadron for a rear light, he's got it pointed down, so he's using that as like a camp, a scene light, which is, you know.
It's pointed straight down. It's not a
Yep.
light.
I don't know what these are, but they're probably sports.
Yeah.
So these are Squadrons in there, just straight into the face of the bumper. Yeah.
I mean, you could see how hammered this thing. This bumper looks like it's out at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it's like a cracked. It's literally cracked right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're walking out of West Hall and we're like, your truck. So here's my truck. Gen 2 Raptor 2020, Scab, best truck ever in my opinion. Best production truck. Love the wheelbase. Let's just get right into the lighting setup I have up here. So on the front bumper, I wanted a really trophy truck look, and something that was a small package, kept the silhouette of the truck, but also just gave me really good performance. So went with the XL series. 7 of these guys, round bezels. I polished them, re-etched the logo so I could tell, or anybody else could look and go like, what lights are these? Baja Designs, Racer Edition. Got 3 of those in the middle. So those are gonna be like the far distance, high speed light. And then as we move out, we go with a XL80 driving combo. So a bunch of rock lights in the wheel wells. Here at SEMA, you got to disconnect your battery. So 2 rock lights per wheel well, which is really nice. A lot of people are like, why do you need 2 though? Why do you need 2? Well, it's a really big wheel well, and the packaging of it is you can't really get, if you just do 1 in the center, it just kind of points down at the top of the tread. And this was one, when I was building this truck, I would switch on my sPOD in the bed, and I would literally be like working in the wheel well, using those as work lights. And honestly, like I'm not plugging in. They are really good work lights. Like I was telling Greg, it's like I want to actually be able to use these like if something goes wrong. And then out back, just wanted to keep it really clean. And sometimes I may throw on like a camper shell or a topper. So I have 2 wide cornering S2 Sports as chase/dust lights. These are, it's really hard to not want to just go pro on everything, but depending on your application, like a sport light is really just one of those things where like realistically, what am I using this for? And I want to use it as a chase light. So if somebody's following me in the desert, we're out in Johnson Valley or whatever, I don't want to make them so they can't follow me and they're just like, ah. So I recommend don't go crazy and just get pros just cause. There's just a time and a place for every light. And so I was like battling with myself, like, let's ball out. And it's like twice the output, but sport, if you're gonna, that's a nice touch. Up top, GJ Motorsports, same thing. Those are all sports. Starting from the center, that's a work scene light. So when I throw the truck into reverse, that automatically just goes on. It illuminates the bed and gives me a nice work light, or a reverse light rather. So swing out for the bike rack and the bike. Kind of just wanted to tie everything together. Taking cues from my boy Morgan Clark. The design language is all the same. So picking up some of those King Blue hits, custom paint bike with polished linkages, little bits like that. I didn't, all the titanium hardware by Better Bolts. So just kind of like a whole cohesive thing. So that right there is for future plans, V2, adding more stuff, but also like I said, if I'm gonna go camping with my wife, I have a camper for this truck. I can just throw it on there and we can control all the lights, everything that I can do from the front of the truck, I can do in the back. I do plan on adding another Bantam, which is what I showed you earlier, a brain. So another thing, another set of inputs. And then maybe I can split those controls. So back would be all the stuff in the rear truck, front, whatever. But yeah, little things everywhere. Did some Baja Designs dome lights. So these are a rock light with a switch. I did those in each corner of the bed here to basically, if I'm working in the bed or something, or I need to see cargo, I can easily just hit that and be able to see. And these factory bed lights still work and everything, but they're honestly like super intense, really bright. And these guys going with an amber, it's a little easier on the eyes, and it's less annoying in my opinion. So yeah, just double the work lights. Right by my truck, Baja Designs everywhere. Light brights, insane, Hemi swapped, crazy. Dude, this thing, there's so much to unpack with this thing. They just showed here at the show this new paint job here. This is not a wrap.
Is it like a Sharpie?
Yeah, no, it's actually painted, like done airbrush and painted all by hand. So it's all unique to this truck. It's not just like a mock-up, you know, or a mock-up. It's not just like a template that's been wrapped over. Yeah, this is all painted. I'm gonna see if it's unlocked, but they jammed it too. Not just the outside, everything's been jammed. They painted the whole deal.
Wow.
So this is awesome. Kevin and Brittany are really rad people. They're super, super humble, super cool people to be around. They're doing rad stuff. So they got just a clean little LP6 setup up here on the bumper. And I think they have more to come, but...
You know what? The DOT LP6 is gonna fit in the Jeep headlight.
So that's a perfect example. That's an application right here. This is just a Rubicon headlight. There's gonna be a VSK for Jeeps for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. So imagine that in there, that in there.
Freaking crazy DeLorean slammed with some aero on it. Love that. And then we notice this. So this guy went big. LP4s in the ditch, S8 20-inch up here in the middle grill, S8 10-inch on each side, amber with a driving combo, wide cornering. Driving combo.
Driving combo, yeah.
Driving combo. So that's got the diffused, gonna give you a little bit of throw to the sides. And then each fog pocket, S2 work scene, driving combo squadron, LP4 driving combo. Got a 40-inch Onyx 6 Plus bar. Bezels are upside down, which is weird flex, but it's all good, man. SEMA. Well, he's got some rock lights up here.
Sherpa.
Yeah, this is cool. So Sherpa, boys out of Colorado make really rad racks for a lot of new stuff. So obviously this is a new gen Tundra, but some rock lights here. Just integrated right into that side grab handle area. Look at this. It's very unassuming, but this thing's stacked underneath this freaking deck right here. So this panel pulls out, light bars, lights underneath. So before the night stage, you just pull that off, keep it clean. Cops won't be hassling you.
yeah.
But big boy bar up here, 50-inch Onyx 6 Racer. So this is full trophy truck spec. Yeah, it's race truck. They're doing it right. So if I see any of you freaking Tacoma boys with one of these, eliminate it. To be honest, like it's not my thing. I really have never dig deep. I just know that like they're just this caliber and category of truck is the owners are just passionate and they just build them as jacked up, as tall, and as flashy as possible. And they just do what they want. I mean, it's got quad shocks up front.
It's got some BDs.
Some BDs. All right, so hopefully we showed you a good variety of vehicle category lighting application. We could do this all day long. You could spend hours in just one section of SEMA, but Jason has a flight to catch and I got a coffee to drink. So until then, stay lit.
Let's go.